Matteo Messina Denaro was one of the world's most wanted criminals that many had never heard of, until his recent arrest by Italian authorities. You see, Messina Denaro is one of the heads of the Cosa Nostra, also known as the Sicilian Mafia. Yeah, they're still around. But whilst the era of high-profile celebrity mob bosses is over, the Sicilian Mafia still has power within the south of Italy, Europe, and even the US. And Matteo Messina Denaro, the man who once boasted that he could fill an entire cemetery with his victims, was a key figurehead behind the organization. Messina Denaro has been the subject of a global manhunt since 1993, when he was first identified as a major figure in the Sicilian Mafia. Believed to be one of the current leaders of the Cosa Nostra, the Sicilian mob, Denaro became one of the top 10 most wanted criminals in the world according to a Forbes list in 2010. Messina Denaro was born in Castelvetrano, Sicily in 1962, where he was believed to have been raised in an environment of organised crime, and an active member of the Cosa Nostra by the time he was in his mid-20s. He quickly rose through the ranks and by the early 1990s was a major player in the Sicilian Mafia. However, it was not until 1993 when Messina Denaro became a high-profile target for the Italian authorities. Giovanni Falcone and Paolo Borsellino were both Italian judges who dedicated their lives attempting to take down the Sicilian Mafia. However, in 1992, they both became targets of fatal bomb attacks carried out by the Mafia. Following these events, head of the Sicilian Mafia, Salvatore Riina, was arrested and Article 41 bis was enacted, restricting Mafia prisoners' ability to communicate with other Mafia members. In retaliation, the Mafia carried out a series of bombings in public areas around the country, killing a total of 10 people and injuring 93. In an attempt to scare the Italian government, this bombing campaign just drew more light to the heads of the Mafia and led to Denaro being wanted by the Italian authorities for his involvement in the bombings. In the summer of 1993, Denaro went into hiding, beginning a series of cat-and-mouse games between him and the authorities, where his constant movement kept him one step ahead of the law. Despite numerous attempts to find Denaro, for the following 30 years he was able to coordinate and run his Mafia-related businesses from behind closed doors, whilst being heavily guarded by members of the Cosa Nostra. Despite having many of his assets seized and several of his associates and family members arrested over this period, Denaro's whereabouts remained an enigma to the authorities. But it was not until January 16, 2023, 30 years after his involvement with the 1993 bombing campaign, when a 100-man operation led to the arrest of Messina Denaro from a clinic in Palmera. From there, he was transported directly to prison, where he will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. At the time of his capture, Messina Denaro was estimated to be worth 4 billion euros according to various local media outlets, outlining the monstrous influence that he and the Mafia had and still have within the country. But the arrest of Messina Denaro represents a vital step in the state's long-running battle with the Mafia in reducing their influence within the country whilst bringing an end to the older generation of the Cosa Nostra. Thank you for watching Olive Stripe Productions. If you found this video educational or interesting, feel free to like and share the video with your friends. To check out more future content on a wide range of exciting relevant topics, please subscribe to our channel.